Right, you ready? Rob Evans, off-plan consultant. I've been at House just over a year now. Am I looking like fat in this chair? Or am I looking like douche? So I'm from a small village in West Wales called Spittal, in Pembrokeshire. I'm from a farming family. Both sides of my family are farmers, dairy farmers and beef farmers. So a lot of meat growing up. Used to spend a lot of time on the farm growing up or doing fishing, like going fishing and stuff. Played a lot of sport growing up. Used to be a good footballer, as some of my friends know. And yeah, just lived in a quiet Pembrokeshire village really. So we're at 15 minutes from the sea. Used to go down to the beach quite a lot with my parents and my brother. And it's a nice place to live. What kind of kid was I growing up? I don't know, I'd say, if you ask my parents, I would say challenging. I was just probably quite energetic, which is probably a polite word to describe it. Loud, fun, always used to like to have fun, still loud. I would describe myself now, I don't know, I would describe myself pretty focused, hardworking and honest, quite an honest person. And I want the best for everyone as well, so maybe kind. Both my parents are from farming families, but none of them went on to farm. My dad was a technology teacher, and my mother was also a teacher with disabled children and stuff like that. They instilled in me to be kind, be polite, and have good manners really, and treat everyone the way you want to be treated. I first started rugby, I was in Spittal School in year 6, which would have been my final year, and I'd never played rugby before. My dad had played rugby for Haverfordwest, which is our local town, and there was a letter that came to the school and asked if I wanted to go, or anyone who wanted to go to a county trial. And there wasn't many people who played rugby in my village. So I think the headmaster just looked at the fat kid and said, "Do you want to give it a go?" So I ended up going to the trial, and I don't know how, but the coach after, he picked the initial team, and I didn't get in it, but he came up to a few players after and said that he thought that they tried really hard, and if we wanted to go and train with the county team. So I went to train with the county team, and then somehow, and maybe luckily, but I ended up playing for West Wales under 11s that year. So that was pretty cool. I used to play piano, which I haven't really told many people, but now everyone's gonna know. But my mother is quite religious, so she wanted me to play piano and go to Sunday school. But unfortunately rugby was on Sunday as well, so that's where my negotiating started, my negotiating skills with my dad, and I managed to start playing for the local Haverfordwest rugby team on a Sunday after that, and then luckily got into some county teams and progressed up to under 16 Scarlets, which is our regional team, and then under 18s, and then luckily that year I went on to play for Wales under 18s and under 20s the following year, and then I signed professional for Scarlets that year. I think I always wanted to get to play professional rugby for the Scarlets and Wales, and then when you're there it happens so quick, and you're just more concerned or nervous about doing a good job, because you know it's everything that you've wanted, but you know that it could go with a click of a finger. So yeah, I think I was obviously very nervous and excited at the same time. But yeah, absolutely loved it. Used to worry a lot as well, you know, like if you make like one small mistake, it was like the end of the world. But yeah, really, obviously it was everything that I dreamed of as a kid. Ever since I pulled that Welsh jersey on as an 11-year-old kid, that's all I ever wanted to do, and I knew that I would do it. So, is every boy's dream in Wales to play for their country. After I played for West Wales under 11s, like if any teacher or anyone asked me what are you going to be when you grow up, it was one answer, as I'm going to play for Wales. I think you have the dream of playing for Wales, but you think of it only being like one time. And obviously that first time, again, it goes so quick, but my dream was always to pull the Welsh jersey on, look at my dad in the crowd, and you know, it's quite a proud moment to think that that's all you've ever wanted to do, and sing the anthem in front of 90,000 people. And it was more for my dad, really. I think it changes through when you're getting to that stage, because obviously you're playing professional rugby, it's your job. You've got a big responsibility as well. It's not just one game. Obviously you grow up dreaming of that one game, but obviously after my first cap for Wales, I had another game the week after. So I wouldn't say, I think maybe I'll be proud when I'm older. Looking at it now, I still feel like very young and I've got a lot to achieve in my life. So in my head, it's a case of that chapter's gone now. And if people ask me if I'm proud, yeah, I think I'm proud, but not that it doesn't mean anything to me now, but I've got new focuses and new challenges ahead. So I think with rugby and professional rugby and any professional sport, I think it's easy for people to look from the outside and think, wow, it looks amazing. And you know, it's all sunshine and roses. But there's a lot of downs as well. And I think the downs probably hurt you a lot more than, you know, the ups when you win like trophies, and I was lucky enough to do that. And you work all season to win a trophy or dream of winning a trophy, it's over within a day. You know, the next day, someone's still tooting, honking their horn at you on the road, they don't care, you know. But I think when you've got like, you experience downs, they can last a lot longer and you can dwell on them. And obviously I missed out on a World Cup spot, which was another big dream or goal of mine, which was tough to take. And obviously things happen after that then, you know, the World Cup happens and you're still, you know, dwelling on it, and it can rock your boat for quite a while. Probably like that feeling of letting your parents down and your family and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just tough. Tough. Nah, it's good. Yeah, I feel like you let them down, of course. You know, it was always my dream to do that, and yeah, I probably did that, let them down, but you just gotta like find the next challenge and move on from that, really. So, yeah. Yeah, so obviously rugby took up pretty much my whole life and all my family's life, because everything selfishly revolved around rugby and my rugby career. But from a young age, I started getting involved in property. I bought my first house when I was like 21, which luckily I had family who were builders and friends who were carpenters and electricians, and they managed the renovations on the properties for me, which I really enjoyed. You know, it was it was like a breath of fresh air from the intensity of rugby. So yeah, I really enjoyed all that. So I did that first one when I was 21, and then I bought a couple more, which I rented out and stuff like that, renovated. And then it was getting a bit the same for me, so I wanted to build a house then. So luckily with a friend, we found a building plot and managed the whole process as well. So yeah, it's always had a passion, you could say, about property. It's always interested me, different designs and the progress, I think, like watching things being built and going from something like a standard project to an unbelievable project used to like fascinate me. I used to remember coming home from training, I was like, is the flooring done? You just couldn't wait to go back and see whether the flooring was done. And yeah, it was a good distraction for me, I think. So yeah, when I finished my rugby career in Wales, I thought it was over. Obviously I had a lot of injuries and stuff like that, and my body wasn't letting me do what I could do before, which was tough to take as well, because I was like, why isn't it letting me do, like I couldn't run as fast and I was stiff and rubbish. And then luckily I got offered a contract to play for Miami Sharks in Miami. So we moved out to Miami, which was awesome, unbelievable. Trained next to Messi every day. Into Miami, that's where we trained, which was unbelievable. So yeah, me and Leo are big mates. So and like luckily I've been watching him, and my skills are coming off on the five-a-side football I play now, especially up that left wing. But yeah, where was I? Yes, we played in Miami. Absolutely loved Miami. And obviously I mentioned to you before, when you finish your rugby career, you find yourself in a bit of a tricky spot. Obviously, like I started rugby from a young age, so I didn't really, whether there was exams going on and stuff like that, obviously my prime focus was rugby, you know, I didn't really care about anything else, just about, you know, becoming professional or, so when you finish your rugby career, I think you go into a bit of a void, and it's quite, again, mentally challenging, you know, like you kind of lose your identity to yourself, if that makes sense. You kind of question yourself, like, wait, what do I do now? Like, who even am I? So yeah, we came back from Miami, and I started working for a very good friend of mine in a slaughterhouse, also like meat, which I told you earlier. But so I was working for him, just you know, pretty casually, really, delivering meat and stuff like that, which was fun because I used to go into all the butchers, and they used to have a pie in every butcher, which was fun. But then one day my mother told me I was getting too fat, so I had to have a pie every other butcher. So and then I moved on to Scotch eggs, and which was also nice. So you got to put that in. Anyway, so myself and my partner, we started like looking at, like I didn't really enjoy. I still felt quite a lot of pressure being in Wales. Maybe that was because of rugby, maybe it wasn't, like, I'm not sure, but I didn't feel like comfortable. I didn't really see my future being there, maybe. So I'd always like kept an eye on the real estate over here in Dubai, and always like fascinated me what was going on with like the market and stuff like that. So I reached out to a close friend of Luke's, Ben Brooks, who used to work in House and House, and then he got me an interview, and I spoke with Amy, and then she got me an interview for leasing, which was definitely the the best start for me to try and understand the market and, you know, the fundamentals of everything really over here in Dubai, which I'm really thankful for. And then I had a good interview with VJ where we just talked about rugby, sport, nothing about property. The interview with VJ was great. Like he made me feel comfortable straight away. And then here I am now. I'm very lucky and feel very fortunate to be a part of Stephen Leckie's team as an off-plan consultant. We're probably complete opposite characters, but opposites attract, yeah? So now I've got a huge amount of respect for him, as I think everyone has in the company. But I have to say, like, everyone's kind of put their arm around me, not in a, you know, fed me with a silver spoon, but pointed me in the right direction. And I think it would be stupid not to follow advice of people like Stephen. And yeah, really enjoying being part of his team. I think a lot of people have had an impact on me coming into the company. First of all, it would be Jake Walton and VJ. You know, when I first started, and Tom Cox as well. You know, when you start your training and how they train you and give you all the information. I think that's probably one of the best parts about House and House is I think everyone is like on the same page and wants to help each other. So yeah, I had full support from Tom. Jake was obviously my manager when I first came. He really like welcomed me in a professional manner and obviously as a friend as well. So he had a big impact on me. Definitely VJ. You know, I feel like VJ's like sometimes the unsung hero of House and House. Like, he's an incredible bloke. Absolutely love him. And then obviously Luke, I have to say Luke, because obviously I think Luke and me have a bit of a connection from home, but he's only wanted the best for me. But not just Luke, you know, like everyone, Simon, James, Charlie, Stephen. I used to join Stephen on like beach walks in the morning on Kite Beach. He walked so quick as well. I was actually losing a bit of weight back then, trying to catch up with him. But what motivates me today? It's a good question. Food. Nah. It probably is actually. What motivates me today? I think what motivates me today is to try and be successful as something else in my life. I was very fortunate, as we've spoke before this, about being successful in my rugby. But then I think I'll always live with trying to chase those highs or being successful as something else. So I think motivating me is people having a perspective of me that I work hard, I'm a good person, and ultimately I don't think too much else matters. If someone knows you're a good person and knows that you work hard and you're trying to strive and be as successful as you can, I think that's what motivates me. My biggest fear? McDonald's shutting down. My biggest fear is definitely like losing my parents in life. I don't want that day to come. My biggest fear for myself is becoming complacent. I think complacency is a bad place to be in life. which is why I think you just have to keep working hard regardless what's happening around you. But yeah, complacency is not a place I want to be ever in life. What am I working towards? I would probably say surely the ultimate goal for everyone is happiness. So I'm always constantly trying to get to the final goal of being happy in life, whether that's financially or with your family, health. That would probably be my ultimate goal in life. I think nothing really else matters as long as you're happy, or if you're healthy, of course. But my ultimate goal in House and House is to be number one. And I mean it. Yeah, I think I'm happier than being in the rain. So I think I'm happy. I think everyone's dealing with stuff in their own lives which takes a little nick out of you, which makes you not 100% happy. But I think it's so important to put your life into perspective and realize where you are, and yeah, be thankful of what you've got. And you know, there's a lot of people out there who are a lot less fortunate than ourselves. So I think sometimes it's disrespectful to those people maybe if you said that you weren't happy, but I think life's like swings and roundabouts. Like, even if you were happy, there'd be something that wouldn't make you happy, but you sometimes got to try and find a happy medium. Do you get it? Happy medium. But if you can find a happy medium, yeah, I think if you can get to somewhere where you're pretty happy. And I think it goes back to like just following your values, really. If you know that you've ticked every box and been the good person and done this, done that, I think ultimately then you can be happy. So if I could sit down with an 18-year-old Rob Evans, I would say, don't worry, everything will be all right. Thank you, thanks.